So today I'd like to take you through what is a wheel of life and how it can help you. Basically, it's a really simple tool which is great to use because it is a circle divided into 8 parts. Those 8 parts represent different aspects of your life. And what I'd like you to do is think about each different aspect and give it a score of 0 to 10 or 0 to 5, where 0 is in the middle of the circle and the extreme score is on the outside of the circle. And then draw the circle that you've got. So I'd like you to think about this small circle here. If you've drawn this circle, yes, it's really round. So if you imagine that as a wheel going down the road, it would be great. It would be nice and smooth. Because that circle is so small, in order to kind of feel okay in your life and feel happy in your life, you'd be running like a little hamster on a wheel. And so the smaller the circle, the more fast-paced your life's going to feel. If you look at this person's wheel, it's really, really bumpy. If that was a wheel going down the road, boy, would your life be very, very bumpy. And of course, that's how it would feel. So, what we want to do is look at our wheel and help us understand what it is that isn't right in our life, things that are not great, and see if we can do something to change the wheel of life. And I would suggest doing this with a friend who will challenge you. So if you say I've got a physical environment down as a 2, and they say to you, well, what would a 10 look like? You say, well, I want a big house in the country with servants and swimming pool. How are you going to get that? I'm going to win the lottery. You put the lottery on. No. So every morning you're waking up thinking, I hate my physical environment. I want it to be, I want to have this house in the country. That's not achievable. There's nothing wrong with having ambitions. But actually, we have to make them achievable in order to be able to get what we want. And sometimes just rearranging what our 10 is, what our top score is, can help us to be a bit more happy with what's going on. So, really, when we use the wheel of life, what we'd like to do is to make our wheel as big and as round as possible. So, if you're thinking about, is there anything that I can do to change my life if I'm not very happy with it? The things that I can view differently. Is my 10, a bit different? Is it just not right? And if you look, if you say on this example, your health's quite low and your work's low, actually, because everything else is near the top of the scale, if you imagine a circle around that, which would be your wheel, that would roll down the road quite nicely, and life would feel a bit more calm, a bit more relaxed. And those things that were low, they weren't exactly as you wanted them to be, you would actually not notice them so much because things are much better all around. So the Wheel of Life is a fantastic tool to help you to be able to think about and see visually what your life's like now. Think about the things you might need to change, or think about the things you might need to view differently if you can. I hope you find that useful. If you do one now, you can see how things are, and then do one in another few months and see how things have changed. That's a great way for you to think about your progress. Thank you for listening.